So today we're reading a very special book, a very neat book. Look at the picture. What do you think the book's about? You're right. If you said a sea turtle, here's the ocean, and this mother turtle is in the sea. The title of the book is A Chance for Esperanza, and the author is Pam Sheeler, and the illustrator is Mike Jarosko. And it's a beautiful book and kind of almost makes me cry. It's such a sweet book. All right, I do want you to make sure that you look how large this mother sea turtle is. So when we bring in the babies, I want you to see the size difference and how they compare, okay? A Chance for Esperanza. There's our title page, and there's the babies. Wow, will you look at this size difference? That's amazing, isn't it? Author Pam Sheeler, illustrator Mike Jarosko. Abuela, Abuela, the sand is cracking. Tonight's the night. Ivan, Ivan, the sand is cracking. Tonight's the night. He seems very excited, see? He has a stick that he's poking in, and the sand is cracking. I wonder what tonight's going to be. You're right, Austin. Let's go ask everyone to turn their lights out tonight. We want the moonlight over the ocean to be the guiding light for these little guys. Lights on the beach might distract them. And you make sure you have strong batteries in your flashlight, said Ivan as he patted Austin on the shoulder and winked at Abuela. And Abuela is Spanish for grandma. Look at that. I wonder what little guys they're talking about. Abuela, Austin said seriously, I want to hear the story about Esperanza again. It will help me be ready tonight. I'm going to help every little turtle make it to the sea. You've always loved Esperanza's story. I'm happy to tell it to you as often as you like. Before you were born, before your mother and father were married, I came to Cologne to visit your mother. She was working in the dive shop. I fell in love with this village and the people who live here. After the night on the beach when we set the turtles free, I knew I would return again and again. Look at all of these turtles, all the baby turtles. She said that they set the turtles free. A long time ago, the turtles swam freely in the ocean. For thousands of years, there were many, many sea turtles. Then people built homes and big hotels on the beaches where the turtles laid their eggs, and the turtles no longer had a safe place for their nests. Soon the number of turtles began to decrease. There were fewer and fewer turtles in the ocean. Oh no. I'll start the story, Abuela. You're too slow. One night, some mother sea turtles came up on the beach and laid their eggs. Look at this. And then they cover them up. Early the next morning, my mother and Ivan walked along the beach looking for tracks and small mounds of sand that would indicate a turtle's nest was buried below. You can see the eggs inside there. They carried the eggs to Cologne to the turtle nursery. They dug a hole in the protected area. They dug a deeper hole than the mother turtle had dug, and then they buried the eggs. When they finished, they stuck a stick in the middle of the nest as a marker to help them find the nest later. They wrote the date on the marker so they would know when to expect the babies to hatch. Isn't that exciting? Many days later, about 60 in all, the sand around the marker began to crack, and Ivan knew that the baby turtles were hatching and wiggling out of their shells. He carefully dug the babies up from their nest and placed them in a box to keep them safe until nightfall. When the sun went down, it was time to release the turtles. Ivan told everyone to turn off their lights and come to the beach. You were one of the people on the beach that night, Abuela. Yes, Austin. I went to the beach to watch the baby turtles crawl to the sea. Your mother was there too. It was her job to tell the story of how the mother turtle had laid her eggs and how she had and Ivan had reburied them to keep them safe. There's the turtles. And you see the moonlight over the ocean. Your mother told the people to make 2 lines so everyone could see the turtles as they made their way to the sea. She explained that the journey from the box to the ocean was an important part of the release because it helped the turtles develop the rhythm of their crawl and it helped them strengthen their legs. They need strong legs for swimming. My mother tells the turtles, or let the turtles out of the box. Right, Abuela? Right. So it is very important not to carry the box out to the ocean. They have to make this journey so that they can get that rhythm. So when they get to the ocean, they not only have the rhythm, but they have that strength to survive. Your mother released the turtles, and Ivan used his flashlight to help guide them to the sea. Some of the turtles went straight to the water, didn't they? Yes, some went straight to the water, but others were confused. They crawled in the wrong direction. Ivan used his flashlight to get them to turn around because they always follow the light of the moon to get to the ocean. And the reason the people turn their lights off is because it distracts them. They don't know which one's the moonlight. Soon all the turtles were in the ocean, except for one. And you wanted to pick it up and help her, didn't you? I wanted to help her, but Ivan said she had to make it on her own. He said if she couldn't make it to the water on her own, she would not be strong enough to survive in the ocean. When a turtle didn't make it to the ocean, it was left on the beach. You asked Ivan if you could borrow his flashlight, didn't you? There's Esperanza. Yes, I took the light and put it close to the turtle's eyes. When I did, I saw that her eyes were crusted over with sand. She couldn't see. I picked her up and wiped her eyes and put her down again. In a short time, she began to move. Soon she began to crawl more quickly, and eventually she reached the ocean and swam away, looking just like her brothers and sisters who had gone ahead of her. You wanted to name her Dilly Dally because that's what she had done. But Ivan said you should call her Esperanza, which means hope in Spanish. He said if one woman has this much hope for one turtle, there is hope for all the turtles. That's right, Austin. Ivan and your mother have released many turtles over the years. Without their help, most of the turtles would have died. Tonight you will help. You will be the hope for the turtles. The Esperanza. The end. Oh, and the author, Pam Sheeler, she wrote it for people who are committed to the preservation of the turtle. I love it. Now, did you notice? Here's Esperanza, or here's the mother turtle. Look how big she is. And here are the baby turtles. That is a huge difference in size, isn't it? Did you know, this is an interesting fact to end you with, that a mother sea turtle weighs more than 7 precayers. If I put you all together, if I could put you on one side of the balance and put a mother sea turtle on the other side, she would still be heavier. That is a pretty giant in our nature, isn't it? Very cool.